Nate, did you see President Donald J. Trump's Thanksgiving address or the message? Thanksgiving message.
I actually didn't. So this will be new to me.
Okay, it was pretty based. We've said before a number of times, haven't we, that we give people credit where it's due. If Nigel does actually genuinely do or say something based, credit where it's due. I've often said, even if someone like Ed Davey or Keir Starmer started doing and saying things based, I'd give them credit. Right? If AOC started doing the same basis, same goes for Donald. When he does something bad, we'll call it out, like the Epstein files, or his position on HB1, or the Chinese students, or whatever. We'll call it out. But when he does something good, credit where it's due. And this was pretty good. So shall I read it?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
The president said, "A very happy Thanksgiving salutation to all of our great American citizens and patriots who have been so nice in allowing our country to be divided, disrupted, carved up, murdered, beaten, mugged, and laughed at, along with certain other foolish countries throughout the world for being politically correct and just plain stupid when it comes to immigration. The official United States foreign population stands at 53 million people, most of which are on welfare from failed nations or from prisons, mental institutions, gangs, or drug cartels. They and their children are supported through massive payments from patriotic American citizens who, because of their beautiful hearts, do not want to openly complain or cause trouble in any way, shape, or form. They put up with what has happened to our country, but it's eating them alive to do so. A migrant earning $30,000 with a green card will get roughly $50,000 in yearly benefits for their family. The real migrant population is much higher. This refugee burden is the leading cause of social dysfunction in America, something that did not exist after World War II. Failed schools, high crime, urban decay, overcrowded hospitals, housing shortages, the large deficits, etc. As an example, hundreds of thousands of refugees from Somalia are completely taking over the once great state of Minnesota. Somalian gangs are roving the streets and looking for prey as our wonderful people stay locked in their apartments and houses, hoping against hope that they will be left alone. The seriously retarded governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, does nothing, either through fear, incompetence, or both. While the worst woman in our country, Ilhan Omar, always wrapped in her swaddling hijab, and who probably came into the USA illegally, in that you are not allowed to marry your brother, does nothing but hatefully complain about our country, its constitution, and how badly she is treated, when her place of origin is a decadent, backward, and crime-ridden nation, which is essentially not even a country for lack of government, military, police, schools, etc. Even as we have progressed technologically, immigration policy has eroded those gains and living conditions for many. I will permanently, this is the meat of it, this is the real bit, the policy bit. I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the US system to fully recover, terminate all of the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by sleepy Joe Biden's auto pen, and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving our country, end all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens of our country, denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility, and deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. These goals will be pursued with the aim of achieving a major reduction in illegal and disruptive populations, including those admitted through an unauthorized and illegal auto-pen approved process. Only reverse migration, or capital letters, only reverse migration can fully cure this situation. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving to all. Except those that hate, steal, murder, and destroy everything that America stands for. You won't be here for long. Donald Trump. Yours sincerely, Donald Trump. So, I mean, whether he does all those things, basically Steve Bannon's wish list is another matter, but it's nice to hear it. I just wish our leaders would be saying this stuff. What do you think?
That Ilhan Omar, fucking boot her out, mate. Why is she there? Why?
Perfect
Dirty
example of a fifth columnist, right? Could you get more of a fifth columnist than her?
Yeah. Fifth columnist. It's her dirty little face next to it in the dictionary. Definitionally, fifth columnist. I mean, you can't argue with any of this. You can't argue with any of this. You know what's great about this, though? Reverse migration. That being highlighted, that being the sort of take home, that being front and center. That's now discourse out of the lips of the most powerful man in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, that's brilliant.
Only a year ago, 18 months ago, according to Hope Not Hate, such an opinion was a fantasy, a far-right fantasy, no less. You would have to be a far-right fantasist to think such a thing. And now it's coming out of the White House.
Love the fact he says denaturalize migrants as well. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because citizenship, unless you're born somewhere and you have ancestry within the location that you're born, you don't have a right to be there. It is a privilege to be there. You've chosen to go there. So if you've got a passport to somewhere else, you can fuck off back there if you show any element of disrespect to the place that you don't deserve to be at. You've got no right to be. No. Boot. Get the boot. Drop kick you out of the country. Yeah. It's brilliant. I mean, is he going to do it? Who knows? I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I want to see the list. He says, I'm gonna fully pause migration from the third world. Well, where then? I want to see the list, mate. That's what I want to see.
I saw somewhere in a further article there was either 17 or 19. There is a list; it exists. There's like 17 or 19. So the 17 or 19 countries that they, because that was one of the things. The screeching, ringing mainstream media said, "Well, what countries do you mean? What's the third world? Define that." And they were like, "Yeah, there's the list. Yeah, we said we did. We gave you a list like that in his last term, so we'll stick with that one. How about that?" Yeah. And it's all places like you can imagine. You can all imagine it's just like, you know, Afghanistan, Iran, Nigeria, you know, all these places, Somalia, whatever. Yeah. All the places you would expect, really. But yeah, it's lovely because there's a fair few terms in there that are pretty broad, right? Saying like anyone that's incompatible with Western civilization, lovely jubbly. That could be almost anyone. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, we'll do that. Because the left like doing that, don't they? Making really nebulous, difficult to define things. So it could be anyone. Yeah, how about a bit of your own medicine? And yeah, you're quite right to pick out reverse migration. Yeah, I don't want migration to come down. I need negative numbers.
Yeah.
I need gross and net negative numbers to the tune of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, year on year on year. That's what we need. That's the only thing that will save us from a truly nightmarish sectarian misery bloodbath.
Yep.
So yeah, the fact he's saying it is lovely. I'll take it.
Yes, yeah, honestly, brilliant. Great post.
Yeah.
Based.
And afterwards as well, because I don't know if you saw, but in America on I can't remember if it was Wednesday or just yesterday, an Afghan migrant who came over in like 2021 or 2022 came over to America. Shot and killed at least one. I think the other one might have died now, but definitely shot 2 National Guard people in Washington, D.C. One of them died. I'm not sure about the other one, but nevertheless. And so, classic. And Trump said in a speech, basically restating this in slightly different words, saying, no, we need to have a look at every last person that Sleepy Joe let in from Afghanistan that time.
No Afghani belongs in the West. I'm sorry, they just don't. They don't belong here.
Yeah,
that the crime rates from that demographic is just mental. It's a risk not worth taking, no matter how much they beg and plead or whatever. No. Go and fix your homeland. Go and fix it. You got your wish. It's done now. You're free. Go fix it. I'm not interested. Because that Uxbridge stabber, you saw that guy, that was an Afghani. You see that?
I'm not sure if I did.
The guy who murdered Wayne.
Oh, him. Yeah.
That was an Afghani.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Afghan after Afghan. Anyway, I don't want to turn into Afghan.
No, you're right. There's a few countries in the world where I would be perfectly happy to have 0 of them here. Zero. In fact, it's really the only prudent thing to do. Some would say, "Oh, that's collective responsibility, collective punishment." Surely not all of them can all be bad eggs. I don't care at this point. I don't give a fuck about that argument anymore.
Don't care.
No Afghans, no Iraqis, no Syrians, no Somalians, no Eritreans.
Do you want me to tell you? I do this thing with people. I call it the Malteser test. Okay. Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear what the Malteser test is? So you get these people that mouth off about all of this bollocks, and you say to them, you say, "Look, if I was to give you a bag of Maltesers, right? A bag of 10 Maltesers, but I told you in that bag of Maltesers that actually 4 of them is my shit covered in chocolate. Would you still eat from that bag? Would you still eat from that bag? Would you still want some of those Maltesers? There's 4 in there. 6 of them are nice. 4 of them are my shit that I've coated in chocolate. Or would you tell me to get fucked?"
Yeah.
And their face every single time. And the penny drops and you say, "I've got you." The Malteser test. It wins out every single time. Every single time.
Yeah. And that's 40%. Of course, anyone in their right mind goes, "No, not in a million years do I take that." There's an older thing. I think Dick Cheney said it to George Bush Jr. once, and it was a 1%. It was 1 in 100. He said something like, if you're eating a sandwich, and there's a 1% chance that sandwich is just poisonous. Do you eat the sandwich? Do you take the chance? And in that instance, he was talking about whether someone like Saddam Hussein has got weapons of mass destruction. It's only about a 1% chance that they do, but do we want to take that chance? But still, the vast majority of people say no. 1 in 100, no way. If it's 1 in 1,000, I'm almost certainly going to say no. If it's 1 in 10,000, it's probably a no. So 1 in 100, of course not.
Yeah.
So 40% likelihood. Yeah, it's a pass. It's a hard pass. That's one of the worst things. This most recent, or in the last few years, flooding us with quite a few Afghans, specifically Afghans, especially younger men that have only really ever known occupation at the hands of the United States and America and Britain. What a truly suicidal,
mental
decision.
Actually mental. Well done, Trump. Love it.
Cheers.